Where I am now, better than before. Through those open doors, where I am now, where I am now, I'm in a special place. Until I walk the place, where I am now.
It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, where I am now. And if you'd like to see us live in WGPL 1350 studio, all you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page, and guess what? You can see us live right here in WMVA 88.9 FM and WGPL 1350 AM. And if you'd like to hear us all over the globe, all you have to do is go to WPCE1400.com or WGPL1350.com. Click and listen live. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show that's been existing for 9 years, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors. Let's welcome WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace 95.3 FM, WPCE 1400 AM, WMVA 88.9 FM.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Also, listen, go Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram. We want to welcome you. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll shout you out later on in the show.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Like, share, comment, subscribe. Go over to our newest platform on YouTube, FYI Radio Show host Yolanda Hinton. And make sure you go to Crystal Records 1, CRISTO Records 1. Don't forget Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook Live. Subscribe. We need the numbers, Mr. E.
And like and share, and we'll shout you out.
We
right?
promise. All right, Mr. E, it's Fun Friday, but
That's
I also
right.
want to, before we get into Fun Friday, because we want a good time, we want to welcome our sponsors, Bulvic Academy, and we want to sponsor Beard Gods. They are our sponsors. We'll talk about them a little bit later on in the show. So FYI is celebrating 9 years.
9 whole years, 9 years, 9 years, 9 years. And I want to say congratulations to you for your being a host on the most talked about radio show for 9 whole years. And let me do it again. In the whole wide world.
I tell you what, we want to say good morning to Sheila Green. We want to say good morning. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Mr. E, 9 years of nothing but the best.
Yeah.
Having a great time.
Yeah.
Listening to our audience, doing, things that we feel like they would appreciate and support. Later on, we're going to do a giveaway.
That's
because
right.
we want to say thank you.
That's right.
To you all that have supported us.
That's right. And thank you so much for everyone that we see up on the streets as we travel to the course of the day. And thank you so very, very much. We couldn't have never done it without you being on our side.
Now, we're going to be recapping some of the shows that we've had, this month. And we're going to just have a great time just focusing on some of the things that we did that really made FYI pop.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. That was a rewind sound, sound.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna do a rewind of all the shows, of some of the shows that we think that was right on and that we got more pop out of.
Absolutely. Now, today is our FYI radio show Fun Friday. What's in your closet? Issue.
Yeah.
Concerning us women.
Well, you women got a lot of issues. That's the only thing I can say on this part. Men, just get your pen and piece of paper ready, because if you want to know some of the things that the issues, this issue that these women have.
Why you say we have issues, Mr. E?
You don't believe it. You don't believe it. Y'all got.
I think we're doing well. We may be doing real good as far as our issues. You think we're getting better?
I think that the more you mature, the more you grow up, the more they mature, the more they look at the issues become in another way.
So you're saying we're complicated?
Ooh. That's right.
What you think, ladies?
Women are very, 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 very complicated. So sometimes when I talk to men, the first thing men say, "She's a woman."
Well, see, y'all.
They don't go into detail. They don't ask no question. They don't want to hear. She's a woman.
I mean, do you all sit back and talk about us like that? Like women, Lord, these women, these. Do you all talk about us like that, Mr. E?
We sit back and we discuss. We don't talk. We discuss some of the things a woman does and how they think and some of the actions that they have, and what makes them do this and why they do that.
Do you all talk about how much a woman can talk when it's time to go toe to toe?
When it's time to go toe to toe, yeah, we want to know, because the thing about it is, a woman is just like a lawyer when it's time to go toe to toe.
She got that gift.
She comes at a man in 999 different ways.
Plus some.
And a man trying to get to the point where he's trying to explain to her, but she wants to be like a Dick Tracy. Why you do this and why you did it this way, and why you
that's a gift.
That's and the man we sitting over there saying, well, we're telling you the truth. This is the way. This is what we did. But you got to go into that FBI. I really think that all women need to be FBI.
I tell you, I know I wanted to be one. I sure did. I wanted to be in the FBI, Mr. E.
I believe all women should be FBIs, because sometimes when you say something to them, they come back at it a different way.
Yes, we do.
And not only that, they got the actions to speak with. If it ain't coming out the mouth, it's the way they look, or the way they turn their head, or the way they fix their mouth. They got more traits of saying to you, I ain't going for this. I'm not going for this.
And a woman can't hardly let it go. Now, if you may hear it today and she may forgive you, but you're going to hear it down the line in the next argument.
That's why they're so complicated.
But that's the gift.
It builds up. They sit back. They say they forgive you, but yet still they sit back in the back of their heads and let stuff pile up.
Yes, they do.
And we the crazy when we forgive. We just let it go. We don't dwell on it no more. Yeah, women got issues. Yeah, women are complicated.
But you know what? Getting serious about it. It says women face a variety of issues, including heart disease.
That's right.
It's a serious threat to women's health. I don't know if it's because of what we eat or how we think, or even the stress of life, Mr. E. But, those things affect us. Also cancers and menopause women go through, and all kinds of things. And this is the thing, Mr. E. A lot of young women are going through things earlier than, maybe our moms or our grandmoms.
That's right. The Bible lets us know we're weaker, but yet wiser.
Mm-hmm.
This new breed, this new generation, they're weaker, but they're smart as all outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
They cannot take anything. See, some women are built for tough.
Mm-hmm.
They're tough as nails. Some of the women, they can take a lot. They can go through a lot. But when you get the new breed, they cannot deal with it.
Yes, well, you say they can't take that much, but they can definitely, use technology things. They're smarter, but they can't take as much. Then you got gender violence, a global public health and economic problem. Gender-based violence affects both men and women. Now, you would think that, one time people would say, well, men, they abuse. But women now are, they show themselves, and you got more women in jail now, in prison now than
That's
they
right.
ever have, Mr. E.
That's the issues. That's the issues, because they figure that, why you pulling me over? Why you talking to me like that? Why you touching me?
Using more violence, drinking more alcohol,
That's right.
taking more
That's
drugs.
Right. That's right.
Mental health is just in a mess.
That's
so there
right.
are more issues now, more women incarcerated.
That's right. The jails
like
are full of women, and they are no longer, they just got issues. They are complicated.
Absolutely. Now we also talk about equal pay. Now that's something women been fighting for a minute now. I don't get it twisted though. A lot of women are making those big coins.
That's right.
And so they're still fighting for others, but then there are some that have really broken through that glass ceiling when it comes to pay. Some of them are making more money than men.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
So, men ain't sweating it. Women are sweating it, bro. Look, bro. Let me tell you one thing. I pay the cost to be the boss around here, and I'm bringing the bacon to the table too. So get over there, hit them pots and pans, and take the garbage out. You paint the house. I
take care of the kids.
The
women say you sit back, and some women say you sit back and let me take care of you now. Some women in this generation, they do not have a problem with that.
That's right. They don't have a problem with sitting, telling the man to stay home and play with that PlayStation 5.
And she'll go in on the grind. She'll take care of the family. All right, you have the maternal health. Women's poor health can lead to lack of employment and poor income. We just said it. PMS, reproductive health. Woo! Now, that's a big thing now. That was a big thing in the election. Reproductive health problems are common in women, affecting actually 1/3 of women between the ages of 15 and 44. It was a big thing with the election and stuff with women's health, abortion, trying to have children and through different processes. And, it's just a lot. But this is what I wanted to know, Ms. E. This is the question I'm curious about. Are women actually looking out for women? And the reason I asked that question, because since it was big on the election, we found out that women didn't really go in 100% into women's health to make sure that their rights were protected. They went for the other candidates. So I'm saying all that talk, all that walk, all that, and still that wasn't enough to get women on the side where women's health would be protected. What in the heck happened?
Sometimes, they figured that it wouldn't be, it don't need to be done because they're going to do what they want to do anyway. They had something called the Virginia Slims coming around, the women's cigarettes that, I'm going to do what I want. It's my thing. Nobody can tell me what to do with my thing, regardless of what's popping. They figured that they can say what they want to say, do what they want to do, ain't studying what you say.
Well, I tell you what is happening. Maybe the women did not come on the side of reproductive health protection, but a lot of the governors are going to try to protect women's issues. But I'm just surprised now of the women that did not come over to the side that says, look, we will protect your reproductive health at any cost.
Even with the young women coming up, they should really be thinking about them coming up and say, hey, look, that's a great law. We need to go ahead and pass that we'll be protected. And another thing that gets me so much about the young women or the women itself, at the law that you don't have to be in the same room with your 15, 13-year-old daughter. That's a privacy rights. If a mama take her child down there to the doctor and she said, I don't want my mama to know what's going on with me, and she's 12 years old living in your house, 12 years old living and the doctor it's not supposed to expose anything to that mama.
Mr. E, that may change.
It sure is.
May change a whole lot of things. You see, Roe versus Wade was flipped.
Yep.
And so you never know all the things that women thought they had the right to could be different. But the question was, women looking at women, do they really support one another? How are they doing?
And by
are issues really important? Maybe they feel like, hey, whatever.
by you being a woman, and you hear the circuit, around the women's circuit, do you think that women are supporting women?
When it came to the election, I felt as though not enough women supported women's health rights.
Okay.
Something as important as that. And so I felt like, women dropped the ball.
Why do you think that they dropped the ball, and what do you think that was on their mind when it came to that?
Mr. E, I think the issue wasn't as big as we thought.
Yeah.
Wasn't as I feel like it wasn't as important, but I think just like you said, hey, we're gonna do what we're gonna do.
That's right.
And sometimes, Mr. E, we have a tendency of thinking that the presidency and the election on top is the biggest thing. And when people are living their ordinary everyday life, sometimes they're not even considering the president or who's president or what he can do or what he can't do. They just gonna do what they're gonna do, find ways of getting it done and living their life, at the level they're living at. I don't think that some of this stuff is as important as they say.
And they're not concerned at the level that they're living at. So what happens is, if you make a decision to do something to a woman's body, or a woman make a decision to do something for her body, and nobody presses the issue. Okay, go ahead and do it. Your insurance company will pay for that. All we want is the do, re, mi, the fa, sol, la. Then something come down the pipe, said, no, you can't do it in the state.
But you know what, Mr. E, I think it has to be paid attention to, because when you start talking about insurance, you just said it. Insurance, you're going to need your insurance. You don't need, if you're on Obamacare, you don't need nobody taking your insurance and you got health issues.
That's right.
You got problems.
That's right.
You got to make sure that you can get what you want when you need it. Let's go to these three. Breast cancer, disease that affects women of all ages. What is particularly prevalent in older women? And that's what I'm saying. You got to look out for yourself. You got to look out for your rights, because if you don't have insurance or the things you need, you are not going to be able to stay whole and healthy in this day and time. All right, here's one for you. Mental health. Societal pressures and expectations can increase the chances of women developing mental health issues. Women in the workforce, women in business,
That's
women
right.
having to carry the load of family, women want to be more independent. Those are challenges, things that men have gone through all the time because they were holding up the family for years and years and years.
Now the shoe is on the other foot. Now you see what we have, men has to face. And now you want to do, well, give it back. That's when we ought to come together. Now, where women now has to say, why is this always happen? This causes me to have breakdown. This causes something to go wrong in my body. This causes me to have some physical problems with me. Now, I don't understand what's going on with me. So that causes you to have mental health issues, cause you to have, some of them will pick up breast cancer. And the final one that's on this page, Miss Hinton, we got the dialogue about this, because it's the John Brown mood change.
Well, if you get off some of that weed and that alcohol and some of those drugs, that would be half of it.
Smoking
and
cigarettes,
start eating better. I mean, really, women now have gotten in. I know if you all look at any of those reality shows, if the women not consuming so much
and liquor,
alcohol, drugs, all that stuff changed the way the body works, the mind, the soul, the spirit. And if you sitting up here overindulging, you smoking them blunts and sis, what you think gonna happen? You gonna go up and down. You gonna go up and down anyway, because women are like that. They're kind of moody. But the mood disorders such as irritability, nervousness, and frequent mood changes are common during any time in a woman's life. So you add those things on top of it. Also, the stress of work and having to be the caretakers and caregivers, and you about to explode, ladies.
That's right. You walk in time bomb and don't even know it. You know, because you can only carry so much and look like every time you turn around, because you're carrying such a heavy load, that's causing you to have a mood swing. You really are the nicest person in the whole wide world. You really are the bestest person. And then all of a sudden, at a snap of a finger, your mood can change and folks will look at you like a Dr. Jekyll and a Miss Hyde. Why are you changing? Wait a minute, hold up.
Yes, I mean, when it gets to the point where it's too much, it's gone too far or too left, to the right or whatever, maybe you should check out and see if there are things going on in your body. It could be a chemical imbalance.
Yeah.
And we were talking about the men on Wednesday, Mr. E, going to the doctor, looking at your health. A lot of women don't do that enough either. You don't go to the doctor on a yearly basis. You don't get your numbers checked. You may be walking around with high blood pressure, diabetes, and don't know it. Your body is acting crazy. You're irritable. You've taken on too much. Some women do that, have taken on too much, and they're out of whack. They're out of control, and they don't know how to balance their lives. They're out of balance. And so, women have to make sure they're looking out for themselves, because they look out for so many others. And so your mental health, your moods and stuff like that should be in balance and should be checked from time to time.
And that's right, Ms. Hinton. They should be that, the mood changes and the chemical imbalance. And they also said that if a woman weight is over the limit, because in your weight class, what your weight or your waist, around your waist, it carries the virus. We found that out with men. If men at a certain age and their waist is 38 or more, you carrying high blood pressure, you carrying diabetes. If a woman figure 8 and turn into a figure O, you carrying some virus, and that's causing your mood to change. That causes you gonna have some women issues. You're gonna be in a domestic violence. You're gonna be in chemically imbalanced, and because you are carrying the whole world on your shoulder, and you trying to be Florence Nightingale, trying to pull all the weight. And when you try to pull all the weight, be the doctor, be the lawyer, be defensive, or do whatever. You hurt my feelings, and you carrying all that. This is a man world, and you paying that man more than you're paying that woman, or you can't tell me what to do. I make money just like I make money. You make money. I put on pants just like you put on pants. Well, you done built yourself some issues. That's what men has, issues. That's why so many men don't tell everybody about what's going on. The women are the same way. They don't tell nobody. All that stuff is locked inside, and they're walking time bomb ready to explode.
I want to say good morning to some of these beautiful women that are on. Sheila Robbins, Sheila Green. We have Katrina Brown. My beautiful daughters up here, Crystal Hinton. Oh, man. Miss
LaWanda Tillett.
Miss LaWanda Tillett.
Good morning to you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Thank you all so much for being on with us. Thank you for your support. We're talking about women with issues, what's in your closet, women suffering in silence, women don't know how to reach out, women being proud, because the Bible says that God hates a proud look, and to me that means when you get to the point where you are so locked into yourself, you don't know how to ask for help. You're too proud to ask. You're walking around, and not knowing how to say, I need this, that, and the other. Always bringing in all that energy into yourself and don't know how to release it and let it out.
Don't know how to let it go.
That's it. So many things that issues and things that young women, all women deal with, Mr. E. And we're hoping that, just like we talked about the men getting help, going to the doctor, getting counseling, being connected spiritually, because that is really your major hope, is that connection to God, His Word, and how He can help us to overcome. Also, your mental health, your physical health. Sometimes you have to go get help from the doctor. Sometimes you got to go to the doctor, counselor, because you are dealing with things that maybe somebody else may not understand, but an expert could. And so we want to encourage women, just like we did the men, to go ahead, get yourself looked at, look at what's on your plate, see if you're doing too much, and letting go some of these things that are unnecessary.
That's right, because you're tearing your body down, you're causing yourself to suffer in silence, and you're getting to too many mood swings. Don't nobody want to be around you, and then you get mental health, and then you can cause yourself to have sickness in your body.
Yes.
Ladies, like we told the men, let it go. Let somebody help you. Don't get to the point where you trying to eat the whole pie. You know, that God has designed other folks to be a helper to somebody else. We supposed to be helpers to one another. You don't have to carry the world on your shoulder.
Yeah.
You know, it's not your thing. We know that you're the mama. We know that you want to be the daddy. We know that you want to be the lawyer. We know that you want to be all of that and more. Please, please check yourself out before you wreck yourself.
Well, I tell you what, speaking of young women, speaking of women, Crystal Community Development Corporation is recruiting young ladies 11 to 17 years old for the new program 2024-2025, a mentoring program, a free mentoring program for those who qualify, and it's in Chesapeake, Virginia. We had open house on Wednesday, but we also will do another introduction on the 20th of November in Chesapeake at our site. Please, if you like a young lady that you know would need a sisterhood, a support system, and a friend, please give us a call at 757-287-6792 or inbox me right here where you're looking on social media platform. You can ask questions. We have brochures. You can bring your daughter, niece, or granddaughter, or whoever, your neighbor's child out. This is a wonderful program, and I've been doing this program since 2026. Mr. E, I just saw one of the young ladies that was in the first class. I was like, oh my goodness, the first club. It made me feel so good that 18 years later, she's up, she's a family, she has a family and everything, and she's living life. These young ladies, we have them in there to help develop them as young, successful leaders. And we want to make sure that they get the support they need, that they get, where we are working with the parents, not against the parents, and also that sisterhood and those friends. Please, if you know a young lady that need that extra support, it could be that young lady that don't have any friends in school. It could be sometimes we have young ladies that have just lost their mom, or their parents are not able to be with them and take them out and show them great activities. We would love for you to bring your little girl, your young lady, 11 to 17 years old, to this great program, Young Women Achieving Success.
And it also could be a mama and daddy who has separated around the house, and the child, the little girl, don't know how to deal with it, making the wrong choices, and when they make the wrong choices, they don't have nobody to retaliate with or to talk with, so you ought to make it your business. You ought to make it your business to bring your kid or bring your young lady around to this great women's program. Call that number, 757-287-6792. Ask questions about what's going on. How can you do it? And don't forget, later on down the road, we also have that young men, but this is the women's segment.
Absolutely.
So we're going to back up off that. We'll put it in reverse because this is for the women and today's issues concerning women. So the men, we'll talk about you on Wednesday.
Absolutely. And look, don't forget to check out our sponsors, Bulvic Academy, BULVIC Academy. Please go up there because we're talking about bullying and all kinds of things concerning our youth. We have information for you. There are books there that you can purchase. There are games that you can purchase as well. Also, beergods.com. Chris Hinton, sponsor. He has all kinds of great things for you all to make yourself look good and fly. Check that out. But look, don't forget the Royal Ladies Pie is that time of the year again. I tell you, you want your pie, you put your order in for the holiday season or any special occasion. Just inbox me right here. But we'll also have the information up and popping.
That's right. You want to get that Royal Lady Pie.
You better get that pie. Yeah. Mr. E, what about some upcoming shows?
Well, we got some great upcoming shows coming your way. We're going to have some what you call that word, immigrations. Yeah, we're gonna have some immigrations, and we're gonna have Mr. Chris Thomas, Mr. Chris Hinton coming your way to talk about realtor. And
real
so
estate, yes.
real estate. So,
Yes.
you know, if you're looking to purchase a home, you looking for information on what to do and how to go by financing your home, here's the right time. Get ready to listen to Mr. Chris Hinton.
All right, then look, we're going to have some great upcoming shows. Don't forget our sponsors. And don't forget, you can be a special guest intern or sponsor with FYI if you like.
That's right.
Ms. E.
And for more information, give us a call at 757-714-7861. 757-714-7861, or you can inbox us at FYI Radio Show, or email us at FYI Radio Show live at gmail.com, or you can inbox us at whatever's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton's Facebook page, or FYI Facebook page. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9:30 to 10, right here on WGPL 1350, Peace 95.3, WPCE 1400, WMVA 88.9, and on all 4 major social media platforms. 9 years. And again, congratulations, Miss Hinton.
We forgot our giveaway, but I tell you what, we'll hold it for Monday.
Monday, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And don't forget Yolanda Hinton's music, Make It All Right. We have a music so. Look, we'll see you all on Monday. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.
Think we're going to have any more rain?
We probably will.
Give them the telephone number, the information, so they can get the Popeyes.
All right, 757-470-0224. 757-470-0224.
And have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend. Bye now.
All right. You know, I'm so sorry. We let it skip our mind, Mr. E. We were going to do a giveaway, but I tell you what, we'll have that giveaway and another giveaway for those on this week coming up. Before we go, because we got to make a run, Mr. E, you had a little tea on, did you ever get my tea on the casino, Rob?
Well, you know, Miss Hinton, I began to look at the Pomocan Indians, and they're ready to rock and roll. You know, when you look at them, they're ready to pull things back. Here's the update on the casino. Here in the area, the newest update I got on the casino, Miss Hinton, is that Norfolk moving forward with the long delay casino project. It's been a long time since they decided they're going to do so. Norfolk City Council on Tuesday voted that moving forward with a new development for a long delay riverfront casino project, dramatically smaller than the proposal float. You know, so now they're going to start building this $3.75 billion mid-sized casino, and it would call who the owners will be the Golden Eagles, a Nevada-based company, and they're going to put it all together.
I tell you what, we're going to find out more about it a little bit later. In the meantime, we want you all to be blessed. We know we got to run, but there are things we got to do here. And listen, we're going to see you all back in a little while.
Just before we go, Miss Hinton, you know, there were some decisions got to be made today.
What's going
so
on?
You got to look at something in the water. Get your teacup. What do you think about something in the water, Miss Hinton, before we get ready to take off?
I tell you, we may not see it no more.
What do you think about it? What do you think about how the city of Virginia Beach is carrying this news?
They had a deadline. They have a deadline today. The contract has to be secured and signed. If not, y'all can say bye-bye. We may have to go like we did a couple of years ago to Washington for something in the water. They had it there. I hope he has it in California. I hope he goes down south, maybe to Georgia or somewhere where, water, South Carolina, whatever. But hey, you had your time, Virginia Beach. You made that moo-moo. I can't help if y'all, things are strange. But we shall see.
You know, Ms. Hinton, when I began to look at the something in the water, it closed last time because of bad weather. And they postponed in 2024. Now, do you really think?
Weather,
2023. Yeah.
I tell you what.
Do you really think that how you think that they're gonna pull this thing today?
I don't know, but they better, if they don't sign the contract, that means it has gotten messy. And that means, hey, we will not have it. They said it has to be signed by today. So let's see what happens. They're supposed to schedule it, Mr. E, for April.
That's right.
And if not, you won't see it. But I tell you what, we'll still live. We'll live. And we'll see where else Pharrell goes. Because guess what? He's a multi-millionaire, probably a billionaire by now. He got it going on. You should see that movie he has. Oh my goodness, it is absolutely awesome. He is not hurting for nothing. And so if you don't want him here in Virginia Beach, he know what to do. He can go somewhere else where he's welcome.
The mayor said this, and we got to go. I am very angry about this. Virginia Beach mayor says festival may not happen due to the organizers not submitting plans.
Okay, well, I tell you what, we shall see. But anyway, look, y'all have a good weekend. And we'll see you back here for Sports Talk on Monday.
2 up, 2 down. Thank you, Philadelphia, for bumping off the Commanders. Thank you so much. That's not too bad, but the Cowboys will rise again. Thank you.